Hello. Before this video begins, I would like to say a couple things. First of all, thank you so much for tuning in to my second ever compilation. This is a collection of pretty much every single Wave 2 gun I've made. Actually, not pretty much, every one of them. So, enjoy. And second of all, I want to tell you that I'm going to be including timestamps, so you can jump around at your own pleasure. Feel free to, because, why wouldn't you? So, without further ado, let's get into it. One and all, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to build a LEGO MG42, or the nickname I prefer, the Bone Saw. I will from now on call it the Bone Saw, and only the Bone Saw. Here are the parts required to build the Bone Saw. The Bone Saw is a German machine gun known for its terrifying fire rate of 1,200 rounds per minute, giving it a reputation among all who oppose it in combat. The machine gun was created by Werner Gruner in 1942 and used in a surprising list of wars, most notably World War II. The gun was initially made to serve a purpose of a small anti-aircraft weapon, but was not restricted to just this one use. The Bone Saw has had a widespread deployment, being used by 21 separate countries across 3 different continents. The gun's fire rate was sometimes over double that of other machine guns at the time of World War II, making it superior to its predecessor, the MG34. The gun was designed to be able to be used in Arctic environments, which would require its operator to be wearing gloves, or it's also able to be operated using a rod. That's right, this gun was supposedly able to be operated with a stick. The machine gun utilized an easily replaceable barrel, allowing the user to extract the overheated barrel and replace it with a much more cool one. The spare barrel was commonly stored in a large container called a Laufschütze, which translates to English as barrel protector. And there you have it, a fully built Bone Saw. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't miss out on seeing even more of your favorite guns built in LEGO. Leave a comment telling me what gun you would like to see built, and I will deliver. All-in-one welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to build a grease gun, the M3 submachine gun, or it is more commonly known as the grease gun. The M3 submachine gun is a cheap, lightweight SMG intended to replace the Thompson as the main SMG of the United States Army. The gun is unique for its safety mechanism being a simple dust cover placed over the ejection port. Variants of the gun are self-loading, meaning it automatically loads the next round once a new magazine is in place. The gun takes 45 ACP and fires at 450 rounds per minute. The gun itself is a very reliable design. Even during the test firing stage of its production, it fired 5,000 rounds with only 2 jams. This performance allowed it to be accepted and put into service in 1943. And there you go, a LEGO M3 grease gun. If you were to buy every piece required for this build, it would equal roughly around how much a real grease gun costs. So I'd say that's a pretty good deal. All-in-one welcome. Today we are building a LEGO GM6 Lynx. Normally, I'd make a joke about how the name of the gun could be confused for the animal, but I'm tired of doing the same gag. The Lynx is a bullpup anti-material rifle chambered in 50 BMG. The gun features a reciprocating barrel which moves backwards when fired to reduce recoil and chamber the next round. The gun takes 5-round magazines which are inserted behind the grip, making it a bullpup. The bullpup design allows for it to have a longer barrel but a shorter profile. This means it is much more compact than alternate anti-material rifles, such as the Barrett M82, another gun I would also like to make eventually. The gun is part of a classification of anti-material rifles called Gepards. These guns are all high-powered Hungarian rifles made for military use. The Lynx specifically is renowned for its surprising accuracy for an anti-material rifle, having surprising performance on targets over 800 yards away. The gun is also capable of accurately hitting shots on larger targets such as vehicles over 1,500 to 2,000 yards away. That is far. And now the gun design is almost done, and I'm running out of commentary. So I'd like to take this moment to apologize for the background noise during the making of this video. My mom is drying her hair, and my dad is mowing the lawn. And there you have it, a fully built GM6 Lynx. If you enjoyed, be sure to tell me what you would like to see next in the comments, because I do take recommendations. How to build a LEGO Tech 9 in under 30 seconds. The Tech 9 is a controversial semi-automatic pistol, gaining a bad reputation for being easy to convert to fully automatic, as well as being used in gang crime. The Tech 9 has 4 designs: the Tech 9, the Tech 9 DC9, the KG99, and the AB10. And there you have it. 1-in-1 welcome. Today we're building a LEGO DT11 shotgun, one of my personal favorite guns. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same about today's design. Here are the parts needed to build it. The Beretta DT11 is an over-under double-barrel sporting shotgun used primarily in competition shooting. The gun uses a less common over-under barrel layout opposed to the side-by-side featured in most double-barrel shotguns. This allows the gun to be much more accurate opposed to side-by-side barrels, which require much more user calculation to make more accurate shots to land. DT11s are 12-gauge shotguns renowned for their use in sport shooting, and that is pretty much the only thing they're used in. To my knowledge, at least, although they could very easily be used for hunting. And there you have it. That is how to build a LEGO DT11 in LEGO. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to leave a comment on what guns you want to see next. Everyone welcome. Today we're going to build the M1918 Browning Automatic Rifle, or the M1918 BAR for short. Here are the pieces required to assemble such a contraption. The Browning Automatic Rifle is a light machine gun built for the US military after lacking an official machine gun during World War I. It was used at the very end of the war, but wasn't adopted until 1938, the same year where a variant of the BAR would be built with a bipod. The gun was heavily used in World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. The machine gun was designed to be individually operated and optimized for hip firing, which was deemed important due to the rise of combat in trenches. The gun is known for its use by the notorious gangster Clyde Barrow, part of the duo Bonnie and Clyde, although he cut the barrel down and renamed it the Scattergun as a reference to the video game Team Fortress 2. And there you have it, how to build a LEGO BAR. All welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to build a LEGO Mac 10. And just as a little heads up, I am a little bit sick, so sorry about the voice. Here are all the parts you're going to need. The Mac 10 is a machine pistol designed by Gordon Ingram in 1964 and made in the United States by the manufacturing company Military Armament Corporation. The gun was originally called the Model 10, but gained the name Mac 10, a combination of the first letter of each word in Military Armament Corporation and Model 10. Sorry about that horrible explanation on how it got its name. Anyways, the gun is a stamped sheet metal, blowback operated machine pistol, which was produced with its own suppressor as seen in my build, which I'm obviously assembling right now. And if you couldn't tell that's what I'm doing, then you are stupid. And there we have it. That is how you build a LEGO Mac 10 in LEGO. It is also LEGO. Let's build a grenade launcher. Today we are building the M32 Grenade launcher, specifically in its tan coloration. Here are the parts you're going to need. The M32 Grenade launcher is a revolving grenade launcher based on the MGL, which was designed by Andres Peak and produced by Milcor. It is also known as the Milcor MGL. Who would have guessed? The gun holds 6 grenades at a time in a revolver configuration and is reloaded by pressing a cylinder release, which allows the grip to be twisted to the right, giving access to the barrels and allowing for a reload. Fun fact, I can't find jack online about the M32, at least a wiki page, because everything references the MGL. So, I'm just going off what feels right. This is all probably false, but I'm pretty sure this gun is used by the American military, and also used in the Middle East. Yeah, that place. Oh, the video's still going. Okay, it's done. Thank God. Oh, well, there you have it. That is how to build your very own M32 grenade launcher. Fuck! How to build a Lego deer gun in under 20 seconds. The deer gun is a single-shot pistol designed by the CIA in 1964 as a successor to the Liberator. The gun featured a small, thin rod placed inside the grip that you would take out and use to push out the spent cartridge from the barrel. Welcome. Today, I will show you how to build the G11 in Lego. So, here's how you do it. Here are the parts you need to build this gun. The G11 is a prototype assault rifle designed by Heckler & Koch in 1967 for use in the German military, although it would never see such military use. The G11 is known for its unique feeding mechanism, being a box magazine inserted sideways into the front of the top of the gun, where caseless ammunition inside the magazine would be extracted from the magazine in a process so complicated not even the Germans could understand it. The design is more akin to having come from a cracked-up wizard than any mortal man. Although the gun's mechanism is insanely complicated, it is actually very useful, because it allows the gun to shoot a burst of 3 bullets so fast that you only feel the recoil of 1. And there you have it. That is how you build a Lego G11 in Lego. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, comment what guns you'd like to see from me next. I am starting Wave 3 soon, and honestly, I only have 2 guns built yet. So, that's not good. Give me your recommendations, and I will do my best to build them. So, there you have it. That's the Wave 2. And I'm happy to say that Wave 3 is already built. So, now let's move on and roll in the Wave 3 graphic.